Hey guys, Devin, Icarus Precision here. Gonna go over a few things with you really quick. We are gonna be doing more things on the YouTube channel here, so if you would like to like and subscribe, you'll get to see all of our videos as soon as they are up. The first video we're gonna do is our Ace 365 grip install. Now I'm gonna be doing that on my own personal carry weapon. It is a P365 XL. So it is the XL trigger group, the XL slide, but I didn't particularly care for the extra length on the grip, so I did a standard Icarus Precision grip frame and an extended magazine. So we'll go ahead and show you that, and we'll see what you guys think about it, and I'll go over all, kind of the finer points of the install on the grip. Okay guys, so like I was saying, this is going to be my personal weapon that we're going to go over the install on. As you can see, I already have it all together. So what I'm actually going to do is tear it all apart and then put it all back together so you guys can see exactly how that goes. Okay, as you guys can see, I tore it all apart. Time lapse makes everything go faster, obviously, but I have done it a few times, so I'm getting pretty quick at it. So first step, I always like to put the mag release in, just because it is easier without the fire control group up here. So we'll go ahead and do that. So you've got your longer piece there. Let's see, get it in the camera there. And then you've got the little spring as well. That's the depression spring to make it so it pushes back out after you're done pressing it. So you're gonna put that in the little channel on the front of the magazine release, and then you're gonna slide that into the grip. Now when you slide this in, you're gonna wanna make sure that this spring here starts to go into the grip frame before you switch hands. Because otherwise it can fall out, and it is a tiny little guy. It will bounce all over the place. So make sure you're working in a clean area, and just make sure that guy doesn't go running around anywhere. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up the frame here. I like to start out with my fingers in the magwell. What that does is it makes it so I can reach up into the top and grab the mag release from the top of the grip. Basically making it so I can hold it in place when I switch hands. So again, I'm going to start to feed that through. So we're going to put that through there. Obviously it's ambidextrous, so you can switch it left and right. And so I'm going to hold it in the position where the spring is started in. So you've got that guy right there. You can see that. So it's most of the way through. And then what you're going to do is you're going to continue to press it like you're dropping your magazine. So you've got it squished out the other side here. Now you're gonna take the clip that goes in that front little triangle there, and you're gonna slide that in, and it really doesn't take much, got a little fuzzy there, but you're just gonna push until you hear a small click right there. And then that spring is locked in place so it can't fly out, and you're all good to go. So you can see mag release works fine. So I mean, you can even test it ahead of time if you want to. There are rounds in this magazine, but I'm going to drop the magazine before I even do anything like that. So we'll put it in there. You can hear it clip. Magazine stays in. Push the mag drop, comes back out. I just want to make sure that guy's all free and save you one step. Make sure that everything fits good. Again, rounds in the magazine, going away. Next is going to be the fire control group. Pretty simple actually, or the fire control unit. When you're doing this, if you want, you can put a little bit of lubrication on either side. It won't hurt. And it just makes it so if there is any dragging on the inside of the grip frame, that it has a little bit of lubrication, doesn't bind up. So that's all that's going to do. You don't have to do it. I do recommend it. It can't hurt, right? Lubrication and cleanliness. Other thing is my slide here is already clean, so I'm not going to do that. But while you've got this thing all apart, you may as well clean it and then just have it all put together and ready to go. So what you're going to do is you're going to fish the trigger down through the trigger hole in the bottom of the frame there. You can see it going into the trigger guard. And what you're gonna do is once you get that started, you can kind of see here, you're gonna point it at an angle like this, because you're gonna wanna get it down underneath the mounting points in the front up here in that section. And you wanna make sure it goes all the way down and sits against the bottom of the grip frame. Now, once you've got it kind of in this, like I like to call it the 45-degree angle here, you're just gonna rotate it down into the back. Now, you saw how it kind of moved a little bit fast there. I've done this a few times on mine, so it's not as much of a snap. The first time or two you're gonna do this, it is a very tight fit between the front mounting point and the mid mounting point. So it may actually almost kind of like snap through there and just kind of drop in. But it will take a little bit of pressure the first couple times from my experience. Not always, but a lot of times it does. So once you've got it down here, you've got basically a flat plane between the slide rails and the grip frame. So you're gonna have no scraping and all that stuff. You wanna make sure you get it installed right so you don't have any issues with that. After that, the only thing to really note is on the grip frame itself, I guess it would be the right-hand side of the weapon. So this side over here has a clip for your mounting pin back here. You can see the little channels on the end of the pin there. There's one on either end, so the pin can go through either way. They're the same. But you want to make sure, or at least I do when I mount mine, I mount from the left side of the weapon to the right. Meaning you can get further through before you have to deal with that clip, so you can do that. Now my trick for this is you kind of just get it started in there. You're obviously going to make sure all the holes line up, but you're just going to get it started in there. And the last thing you want to do is scratch your brand new grip, right? You don't want to do that. Lots of people use punch pins like this. And you run the risk of scratching the beaver tail section back there with a slipper or something like that. It doesn't take a ton of pressure, so I'm actually not even going to use a hammer. I'm going to use a pair of pliers here. I'm going to use the flat side of the pliers, and I will hammer that through. But here's the trick. Save yourself some heartache. I take a microfiber towel, fold it over double, and then I'm going to put that over the grip. And you can kind of feel where the pin is right here, right? So you can target your swing that way, and you're just gonna take the flat side and hit it a couple times, okay? So you've had this buffer between there the whole time. Doesn't matter if you hit the grip, it's not gonna scratch it. So you've got that there, and it is basically all the way through. The last part does take a little bit of finesse. You're gonna take your punch pin, and you're gonna press it. See how you slip there? So you're gonna take it, and you're gonna press it through. Now again, I'm not gonna use the towel this time, but I'm gonna line it up, and I'm just gonna give it quick little taps until it goes through. Not a lot of pressure, nothing crazy. Pretty even. You can see that up here, the pin has gone through, and you've got it recessed into that side, and then if you flip it over, you should have a pretty even recess on this side with the pin, but you're all clipped in there. So you've got your mag release, and you've got your rear set pin installed, and then other than that, it's just a basic teardown with the 365, guys. You got your teardown lever there, and your slide release is here. So you've got that. The only thing is up here in this back section, see, I'm going to use my little pointer here again. You've got this guy right here. See this hook? Not sure what SIG calls that. I don't know what the part's called, but that little hook, if it is flipped up, will not allow the slide to travel backwards. So you want to make sure that when you're putting it back together, you have that down, and your slide doesn't get hooked on it. But yeah, so after that, start your slide on there, pull it back to the locked position, kick your teardown lever down, and she's together. That's the install on the Ace 365, guys. I hope you guys are all liking it, and I look forward to seeing comments below. If you're an owner, let us know what you think. If you are looking to be an owner, ask questions below. That's fine too. I'll get back to them as quickly as I can. You can also message us on Instagram, Icarus_precision. on Instagram, and we usually get back to you there pretty quick as well. Our website, you can go to icarusprecision.com. There's a chat now feature. All those different ways are going to get you to the same guy, me. So I will answer as many questions as I possibly can, and I can't wait to get this into more hands. Thanks for watching. It's got some weight to it. It's got some heft. It feels real. And, you know, not that you're going to use a gun to hit somebody, but if you hit someone with it, it's going to do some damage.